What's up, YouTube? Ride along with us for the first Xgrid Campers rally to Expo East.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.
If you've been following the channel, you know that we've been pulling trailers provided by Xgrid Campers for the last few months. It's getting close to fall, which means it's also close to Expo East time. This time, we were going to be leading a group of customers from Xgrid Campers in Knoxville, Tennessee to Overland Expo East in Arrington, Virginia. Lately, we've been using the awesome Track T-Van, and the first leg of our journey was going to be to make our way from Kentucky to Knoxville to meet up with the folks from Xgrid and trade out this unit for another one.
So day zero, we're getting together. Obviously, this is an odd campground for most of us, but well, thank you all for coming. Thanks, Lloyd, Kylie, from coming all the way from Australia to join us. That's awesome.
After warm introductions, it was time for an even warmer bowl of chili. Everybody came together, made different chilies from different areas, and just hung out and got to know each other for the rest of the night. They come to you from Panama, just north of Panama City, Florida. The next morning, we were all up early. Everybody was anxious to get on the road. We made the final hookups of some of the trailers that was going to be taken with us, not only for the trip, but also for the show, and then we had a short driver's meeting before hitting the road. Stores or restaurants, if we happen to find one of them. The next thing we knew, we had made our way out of Knoxville and was on the Foothills Parkway heading north. The sights along the Foothills Parkway are just incredible, and you just got to stop, take the time, and soak them in. We're at stop one on Trail to East. We had to stop and get something to eat. Decided to stop at the A.J. Bush & Company, home of Bush's Baked Beans, and grab us some lunch. We were going to stay away from all of the interstates the whole trip, which really gave us the treat to stop and check out places like this along the road. After a delicious lunch, it was time to get off the road. After a long day of driving, we got to camp just after dark, but we all still took time to sit around and hang out and chat for the evening.
Didn't you bring Chachi?
No.
Frank, already got the apron on. Oh, check that out. So how was your first night? Excellent. Are you hooked?
That's what we ordered.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were really looking for. The true East steak. Yeah. So, no, today's going to be about 3 miles.
The first day of the trip, we didn't see a whole lot that was not pavement, but that did put us in position to be in the George Washington National Forest for day 2 and day 3. When you're traveling in a group with new people, sometimes it's pretty cool to hear their stories, and this is just one example.
We were tired of chasing hotels all the time. Everything we wanted to see, you know, you got to kind of plan around where you're going to stay in a hotel. Tom and I met in the Army, so we did a lot of camping when we first met, and I think COVID kind of gave us a reset. We sat on YouTube for 3 years looking at everybody's overlanding videos, and that's, I don't know, it just inspired us.
Car coming.
It's got a, put the tail on it. Look, it's this way. You can see his eyes in there.
This is one of the strangest things we have ever found overlanding. We looked it up and found out what it was. Do you know what it is?
We're going to crack them open, we're going to slam them down, and before you know it, right, we're going to have fun.
Our second campsite was at the Savage Acres Hip Camp. This is their Maple Knoll site. It's very well kept, very clean, and right next to an amazing creek. We got to camp well before dark. This gave us plenty of time to eat dinner and also time to sit down with Lloyd from Track Trailers and hear a little bit about the trailers and their history. You can hear more about this interview on another video that's coming up.
Virginia this time of year.
It is gorgeous here, absolutely gorgeous. I imagine you'll probably cut to some clips of us driving through the hills. Looking.
It also gave Clay plenty of time to get a fire started for us.
This is Lloyd's shirt, and he dumped tuna juice down it. So instead of carrying it around with him all the way back to Australia smelling like tuna, we're going to try to see if the O3 will take out the tuna smell. We're just going to put it in this bag right here. We're going to turn it on for 10 minutes. And I'm going to stick it in this bag. We'll seal it up. And we're going to see if that works.
500 amps of lithium.
Yeah.
What else can we expect on the Lightning?
It's got the word lightning on it.
And him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what is this again?
It's a Korean roll cake.
Korean roll cake.
If you don't eat, give to your husband.
I'll hand it over.
Smells like chlorine. Yeah. I don't smell anything.
It was right on the front. Nothing.
I don't smell anything. Where was it?
It was on the front. That's the back.
That's that?
It was right there. Right there's the stain.
I can't smell anything tuna. I don't know. It smells like cold chlorine.
So,
He said it was on the front.
What's wrong?
He said it was on the front. And I was, it don't smell like nothing.
Oh no, that's my natural body odor.
It's kind of like it'll smell like chlorine for a little bit and then it goes away.
oh, you got
We'll just hang it up here for a moment.
smell out.
Yeah.
Let
And,
the air
and then the
all the way
chlorine
up.
smell
Especially
goes
when you
away.
get
And isn't that
Tuna
weird?
smell. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know how it does it, but it does it.
Get the smell.
So even like in
There's a way to do
refrigerators
that.
that smell or anything,
Can I have a look at it?
yes, you put that in there and it'll smell like chlorine and all those scents, that chlorine smell goes away.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
if
it's
you
just
had a
drawing
couple
it
of
in.
mounting points inside your trailer that I could.
What a clever bit of
'cause
kit.
I don't want to drill a hole and screw anything.
That'd be
But if
cool.
there was a
I was like,
couple
well,
of
if it can take
strategic
tuna
worst
smell
threats
out,
on
Yeah,
it,
what else
that
could
was
you do
pretty
with
good. Mounting hole.
After Dad finished with the laundry, we made our bed and called it a night. After a full morning of beautiful trails and awesome sights, it was time to have lunch, and we couldn't have found a better place than right here on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
I just dropped my cat.
Clay, you eating a dinger?
That's what they are in Australia.
After lunch, we headed out to find more sights. And we couldn't pass up sharing one of our favorite places on the parkway with our new friends, Otter Lake. After feeding the fish and checking out the falls, we were back off pavement to explore a little bit more before we made our way on to camp. Our third night was at another hip camp called Longview Farms. This was going to put us within very short driving distance to Overland East the next morning. We all had plenty of time for very good dinners, showers, and enjoying each other's company around the fire for the rest of the evening. The next day, we had moved camp from the Longview Farms to Arrington, Virginia, to the home of Overland Expo East. Today would be the setup day for Overland East, but it would also be the day that Sherry and Clay would treat us to an incredible meal that they catered for this whole trip, and it was full of gator, chicken, and ribs. As dinner was completed and day turned into night, this turned into a gathering of new friends and old. We want to say a huge thanks to Xgrid Campers for putting on this incredible ride and amazing dinner, and we also want to thank everyone that followed along with us on our first rally to Expo East. We had some really great partners that came together on this event. A special thanks goes to Dan Cummins Jeep for kicking in the Gladiator that was towing the T-van. Until next time, see ya.